Heart disease is one of the biggest killers around the world, and yet in a small village in northern Italy, there has been a significant discovery that could turn these statistics around. The following short program takes a look at this phenomenon.
Nestled between the mountains on the edge of Lake Garda lies the village of Limone. In 1931, the first access road was built to link the town to the rest of the country. Hundreds of years of isolation forced villagers to marry within a small circle of families. It was this heritage which became the centre of an amazing medical discovery, an anomaly which has the potential to rid the world of one of its biggest killers, heart disease. It all began in 1694 when Cristoforo and Rosa Giovanelli had a son, Giovanni. Experts found that an error in a blood component in some of the residents here could be traced back to Giovanni. Today, at least 50 residents are protected against heart disease because of the genetic error which has trickled down from generation to generation.
God made an unusual mistake because when we have a genetic error, this leads to disease. Whereas this genetic error will lead to apparent well-being.
Dr. Cesare Sirtori is a professor of pharmacology at the University of Milan. It was after meeting this man that he discovered the genetic error. In 1974, Valerio Dagnoli went to Milan to see a specialist for an ailment unrelated to heart problems. When doctors saw Dagnoli's test results, they were amazed he hadn't already suffered a heart attack.
This man was about 40 at the time. He had very high triglycerides, about 700 to 1,000. High cholesterol ranging in between 300 and 400. And he seemed to be unresponsive to therapy. Actually, he took drugs available at that time, clofibrate, if you can recall. And instead of responding favorably, he had a rise of triglycerides. It was something absolutely unnatural to our colleagues 20 years ago.
There are two types of cholesterol in our blood. Low-density lipoproteins, or LDL, accumulate on artery walls and can cause blockages which lead to heart disease. High-density lipoproteins, or HDL, break down the LDL and allow the blood to flow freely. Dagnoli's blood was loaded with LDL and not even close to having enough HDL to break it down, and yet he was found to be in good health.
The only thing I found was that there appeared to be no death in his family due to cardiovascular disease, and he was very healthy.
After 6 years of collaboration with the Gladstone Foundation in San Francisco and numerous blood samples from the people of Limone, Sirtori found the answer. Almost 50 residents here are immune to heart disease because a genetic error changed one of the proteins in the fast breakdown HDL cholesterol. Sirtori isolated the new protein and named it 1-Milano. When added to a solution of the harmful LDL cholesterol, it is quickly dissolved.
We had just one drop of a solution of a 1-Milano. We stir it up quickly on a mechanic stirrer, and that's it. You see, it has all of a sudden clarified.
The 1-Milano protein speeds through the circulatory system, picking up and disposing of cholesterol at least 10 times faster than normal. It also makes blood platelets less sticky, which prevents clots forming in narrow arteries. With the help of these scientists in Milan, it's hoped the new protein can be made available to treat others who are prone to high cholesterol buildup.
They feel blessed by God. They just do anything they want. They will never be on a diet, never stop smoking, never do anything, which is, by our concept, quote, good, unquote. They will lead a very happy and inordinate life.
Despite the medical implications of this discovery, the people of Limone are philosophical about the world attention. They believe the golden gene is no mistake, that it stems from a good lifestyle.
We live here close to nature, you see, and so all our sentiments are very simple.
Marzia Tosi works in the local ice cream parlor. She has the 1-Milano protein, and says it means she can continue to eat as much ice cream as she wants. Davide Girardi is another villager who has inherited the gene. He considers himself lucky that he doesn't have to stay in shape in order to avoid a heart attack. But not everyone in his family was fortunate enough to have had the gene passed on.
Sì, sarebbe mia sorella Bruna.
My sister and my mother have it. My other sister doesn't have it. But I think it's my father who's the carrier.
A member of the Dagnoli clan shows off the family tree, which helped to pinpoint the source of the 1 Milano protein. Dagnoli's son Marco has it, as does his daughter Valeria.
Mi sento come mi sentivo 60 anni fa, 40, 50.
I feel as fit as I always have. Nothing has changed apart from the time I spent having tests, when I realized I had this beneficial anomaly.
The Italians have reached an agreement with a Swedish drug company to manufacture the 1 Milano protein. Scientists will soon begin testing the drug on humans. Doctors say news is encouraging that 1 Milano could be available to the public in the near future.